Hello everyone, I'm back for another video because I didn't get the chance to show you the other mangas that I have. I have 2 mangas left, so right now I've got like 7 mangas to be exact. So here's the other one that I ordered on Amazon from Japan. This one's called Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah Battle History. So what that is that it tells you the records of how many times Godzilla and King Ghidorah ever fought each other. According to this book, according to the manga, the one I'm holding in my hand, it says is they fought each other 5 times. But according to today, since they were fighting through the areas, they're about like King Ghidorah and Godzilla fought each other 8 times during through the Showa, Heisei, Millennium, and Reiwa Monsterverse. So here's the front, and here's the spine that the Godzilla looks purple in that one. And here's Gigan right next to King Ghidorah, and there's Varan behind him. And if I open this, there's Mothra, Anguirus, Manda, and Gorosaurus. That's very nice. And as soon as I open this, take a look. And here's Baragon and Kumanga. So I guess this one is like Destroy All Monsters based on. But except for Gigan. Gigan is not in Destroy All Monsters. But it only tells you how many times since Godzilla and King Ghidorah ever fought. And here's the same thing as a super complete work print. And here's Godzilla's status. And here's through the Showa and Heisei. Although it doesn't have Millennium because this was made in 1991, like right after the movie. But I don't know, but you're gonna have to let me know in the comments down below and tell me when was this book made. And here's some posters that came from the Showa series. And here's this one that I think it's supposed to be like a upcoming movie in 1991. So this starts off with Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. And it's sort of like a cartoon anime, but it's all goofy. But at the same time, it was pretty cool. Although I can't complain of how this picture is, or the page. But I love the design of this. I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to adapt like it was from the movie. Although it didn't really happen in the movie, but sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. And but like I said, it only shows you how many battles does King Ghidorah have with Godzilla, but not just Godzilla, but it also has other monsters that help Godzilla to defeat King Ghidorah, because King Ghidorah is kind of powerful to Godzilla because from what I'm understanding about the battle of King Ghidorah and Godzilla is whenever they had lots of battles multiple times, and everybody was thinking that King Ghidorah was like powerful monster in the world. And check this out, we got Destroy All Monsters, and this also has like a movie based film. And this is the final battle with King Ghidorah, but if I can show you where it is. And this one confuses me a lot because in the film, Baragon was meant to destroy this part, but in the movie, instead of Baragon, they replaced him with Gorosaurus because of the ear problems. From what I've heard, that Baragon cannot dig through the ground, so they just got Gorosaurus in the picture. And let me show you the battle of King Ghidorah. Here it is. Here's a final battle with King Ghidorah, dealing with all the monsters. And they managed to kill him. And next we have Godzilla vs. Gigan. And oh wait, hold on. Yeah, I don't think it ever shows Invasion of the Astro Monster, but I hope it does. I mean, it's been a while. I haven't read this book yet. Ever since I ordered it on Amazon. So I don't think it ever mentioned about Invasion of the Astro Monster, but I could be wrong. But you know what it is. It's like the title. It was called Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah Battle History. So you'll know how many times King Ghidorah and Godzilla ever fought. Then here's Godzilla vs. Gigan, as I said before. And then there's King Ghidorah and Gigan. They're going to the world's children's land to fight up monsters. Or first, they have to destroy the city until Godzilla and Anguirus will come. And then they move on to the world's children's land so they could lure Godzilla to the Godzilla Tower. Then all of a sudden, in this part, Godzilla just tail slam at Gigan, and then Gigan just got crashed into Godzilla Tower, and then that's what happens in this story. Overall, it kind of makes sense, but this is like cartoon and anime, but kind of goofy. So now that I'm done with this, now we move on to another one called Godzilla vs. Mothra Battle History. And in this one, Godzilla and Mothra fight each other 3 times. But guess what? Today, Godzilla and Mothra have been fighting each other 6 times. And right here, here's the twins. The one is red and the other is blue. Sort of like Mothra vs. Godzilla. And then right here, there's Mothra, Godzilla, and Ebirah, which is from Ebirah, Horror of the Deep. And here, right at this part, there's a cocoon getting burned that came from the 1961 film Mothra. And there's the egg, and that's the heat ray gun. And that's the only weapon that actually burns the cocoon. But spoilers ahead, Mothra is still alive. Because the heat ray gun did not kill Mothra with a heat ray gun. So as I open this manga, we get 3 monsters in this one, which is from the 1992 film Godzilla vs. Mothra, or Godzilla and Mothra, The Battle for the Earth, which I don't want to call that anymore. I decided to call it Godzilla vs. Mothra 1992 because I know they're the same time. I know it's the same movie, but a different title. It's sort of like the English version of this movie. Then here we have Godzilla, and here's Batra, but do you see how they spell her name wrong? It goes B-A-T-T-L-A, like Batla. But it's not Batla, it's Batra. I'm going to repeat that. It's Batra, not Batla, Batra. And here's pictures from the movie from Mothra, and here's Mothra versus Godzilla, and this one's also Mothra when she's going to climb the Tokyo Tower. And here's the Cosmos right there. Then there's a picture of Mothra and Batra and all the things that happened in 1992. And here's the like a old production, sort of like a concept art when they decided to make a new movie back in the 60s. Like they either call it Mothra or Giant Monster Mothra or something like that. Then we get to the part where Mothra vs. Godzilla and Ebirah Horror of the Deep. So then we go to Mothra, and here's some chapters. So these are actual based on the movies back in the 60s. And this is where Mothra comes to rescue the fairies. Like, I think they're called the Peanuts. So in the end, Mothra successfully rescued the fairies. And then now we move on to Mothra versus Godzilla. And take a look at this. Here's Mothra larva and the cocoon. And here's the adult Mothra. And then here's Godzilla from 1964. And here's what it looks like when they're trying to battle each other. Then we get to the title, like the beginning of the movie. And as you can see, these are just like this one's also like the animated cartoon film, like you've seen in the movies. But in the movie, it's not an actual cartoon-based movie. It's a live-action movie. But it's I know it's sad to say that if you haven't watched the movie, then you can go ahead and watch the movie before you read those manga, or if you want me to talk about what's going on. And then we get to Godzilla, Ebra, and Mothra, Horror of the Deep. Or it says something like, The Great Duels of the South Seas. And it's like the same story that takes place in the movie. And check it out. You get an island where Godzilla, Ebra, and Mothra are fighting over there. It was called Lechi Island. Or Ichi Island. Then here, it's the same story from the movie. And lot of things going on. Like if you remember the movie. And Mothra is going to rescue the people of Infinite Island who are who was turned to slaves for the red bamboo. And here's Godzilla sleeping. And they're going to use Godzilla to destroy the red bamboo headquarters. And also, they're going to kill Ebra, the giant lobster, like this monster. Yeah, this monster's named Ebra. And so it does take place in... It does have a scene where Godzilla and Ebra are fighting each other. And these guys are escaping and trying to help the people of Infinite Island. Then the airplanes are attacking Godzilla, and then he's heading towards the bamboo headquarters to destroy everything. And this guy is going to detonate a bomb, the atomic bomb on the island, to blow up the island. Then when Ebra attacks the boat, because only the yellow liquid can stop Ebra, but if it's a fake yellow liquid, then you can't escape from him. And Godzilla and Ebra has another rematch. And the people of Infinite Island are dancing and they're saying Mothra. And there's a timer that it's going to detonate. So Mothra came to the rescue. But at the same time, Godzilla duels with Mothra. And they were like, everybody hang on. So then after they escape, then the island begins to explode. And they were wondering if Godzilla might survive the explosion. There he is. He did survive. So that's the end of the story. And these are Japanese language that I can't read. Well, sometimes I can read, but at the same time, I'm beginning to learn Japanese a little bit, and I'm beginning to speak Japanese also a little bit. So anyway, like these two comic mangas, I only have those two because I heard there's another manga like these called Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla Battle History. I believe it has Godzilla and Mechagodzilla Rodan together, but I just don't know the whole cover of this manga. So by the next time by the next time I will order Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla Battle History. So that's it. That's part of my Godzilla collection. So, I hope you have a great night and stay safe. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.